let's jump right into it. Today, our mission is simple but incredibly important. We're going to completely demystify the process of checking an electrician's credentials in the state of Idaho. I know, dealing with state databases can sometimes feel a bit overwhelming, but by the time we finish this explainer, you're going to be an absolute pro at navigating this system. So ask yourself, are you trying to verify the credentials of an electrician in Idaho? Because whether you're a concerned homeowner getting ready for a major renovation, a curious employer looking to make a hire, or even an aspiring electrician mapping out your career, knowing exactly how to check a license can save you time, money, and a whole lot of potential headaches. This explainer is your ultimate guide to securing that absolute peace of mind. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with why licensing matters, then break down the different Idaho electrician license types. After that, we'll walk through searching the DOPL portal and interpreting those search results. We'll wrap up with discipline and additional checks, followed by our conclusion and an essential disclaimer. Section 1. Why licensing matters when it comes to safety and consumer protection. Let's frame the real-world stakes here. Did you know faulty wiring is actually one of the leading causes of house fires? When you hire an electrical contractor, you aren't just paying for a service. You are inviting someone to alter the fundamental safety infrastructure of your home or business. To manage this, Idaho uses a centralized agency called the Division of Occupational and Professional Licenses, or DOPL for short. It's an umbrella agency that consolidates services for over 40 different regulatory boards, including the Idaho Electrical Board. Their absolute number one priority? Consumer protection. They exist to ensure that anyone doing this kind of work meets strict minimum standards of competency to protect your life, health, and property. And Idaho takes this protection incredibly seriously. We aren't just talking about a slap on the wrist or annoying administrative red tape here. Performing specialized trade work like electrical installations without a valid active license is literally classified as a misdemeanor criminal offense in the state. So checking a license isn't just about making sure you get quality work. It's about making sure the work happening in your home is entirely legal. Moving on to Section 2. Idaho electrician license types and understanding the tiers of expertise. Before we actually jump into the database to search for a name, you've got to understand that not all electricians carry the same level of authority. Idaho structures its electrical licenses into 3 main tiers. First up, we have the apprentice. They have to be registered, but they can only work under the constant, direct supervision of a licensed journeyman or master. You never want an apprentice working solo in your home. Next is the journeyman. To get this, they need a massive 8,000 hours of supervised experience, which is roughly 4 years of full-time work, plus they have to pass a tough exam. A journeyman is cleared for unsupervised residential, commercial, and industrial work. Finally, the highest tier is the master electrician, which requires an additional 4 years of experience as a journeyman and another rigorous exam. The big takeaway? When you're verifying someone for independent work, you are specifically looking for that journeyman or master status. All right, Section 3, searching the DOPO portal. This is your step-by-step guide. Now for the highly practical part of our explainer. Let's imagine a real-world scenario. You're hiring someone to completely rewire your kitchen. Here is exactly what you do. First, access the DOPL online services portal. Second, find the drop-down menu and select Electrical Board. Third, choose the specific license type you expect them to hold, like Electrical Journeyman or Master. And fourth, just enter their last name, business name, or specific license number if they gave it to you on a card or estimate. The interface itself is incredibly straightforward. Notice the board drop-down right at the top. Below that is the license type. And then you have clear text boxes where you can plug in the license number, or a business name, or simply a last name. It's designed to be totally user-friendly so that literally anyone can pull up this critical data in real time. But before you hit search, let me give you a quick pro tip. Watch out for common data entry mistakes. It sounds so simple, but if you accidentally select the contractor's board instead of the electrical board, or if you misspell their last name by just one letter, a highly qualified, totally legitimate electrician might look like they don't even exist in the system. Always double-check your spelling and make sure you're searching within the correct specialty board. Section 4. Interpreting search results. What do the statuses actually mean? Okay, so you've hit search and you've got a record in front of you. The most critical piece of information here is the license status. You are looking for the word active. An active license means they are legitimate, up-to-date, and completely cleared for independent work according to their tier. On the flip side, if you see expired, revoked, or suspended, that is an immediate, glaring red flag. If their license is expired, it's currently invalid, which means it is illegal for them to perform unsupervised electrical installations. Never proceed with a contractor whose license is not actively in good standing. Let's move to Section 5, Discipline and Additional Checks, going beyond the basics. Let's dig a little deeper into how you can verify credibility. For example, what if your electrician recently moved to Idaho? Well, Idaho has reciprocity agreements. For journeyman licenses, Idaho recognizes credentials from states like Montana, Texas, Oregon, and Utah. But for master electricians, reciprocity is much stricter. It's only honored from Utah and Wyoming. On top of that, to keep that license active, electricians must complete 24 hours of continuing education every 3 years, ensuring they're totally caught up on modern building codes. Finally, if you ever encounter a contractor doing shoddy work or engaging in dishonest dealings, you can use this exact same DOKL portal to file an official complaint. The state actually investigates these to enforce the Consumer Protection Act. And finally, Section 6, Conclusion and Essential Disclaimer. Let's wrap this up. We've covered a lot of fantastic ground today. If you ever get stuck or have very specific questions about an electrician's background, you can always reach out directly to the experts. The Idaho Division of Occupational and Professional Licenses is headquartered in Boise. You can visit their website at dopl.idaho.gov or just give them a call. Taking a few minutes to use these state resources is a simple, highly effective habit that protects your absolute biggest investment, your home. Before we finish, I do need to share this essential disclaimer. This explainer is for informational purposes only. While we aim to provide accurate and up-to-date information, licensing requirements may change. Viewers are encouraged to contact the appropriate state licensing board or consult a professional for the most current information. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Considering the immense risks of fire hazards, code violations, and potential legal trouble, what is the true cost of skipping a simple 5-minute license check? The tools are completely free, they're publicly available, and they're right at your fingertips. Verify before you hire and build with absolute confidence. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning, and I'll see you on the next one.